Hi. That took a lot more effort than it
Hello.
needed to. Because I clicked you in and then it wasn't there. And then I don't know where you were. Where are you now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. 5 by 5. All right. We're going to start working on the very safe animations tonight. How you doing tonight?
I am not doing very well mentally.
Well, that's not good.
It has been a tough day.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help?
You already are.
Oh, well, that's good. Then I will continue to do it.
Yeah. I do have a minor rant, and that's if someone is sick, stay the fuck home.
Yeah, right?
Particularly if you're not sure if it's COVID, even though you've come back negative on your COVID test and you've had a bad cough for the last week.
Yeah.
And you know your friend has gone through terrible bouts with COVID and doesn't want to die.
Right? Especially. Man, if I have so much as a sniffle, I don't hang out with you. Although recently I haven't been hanging out with you anyway.
Yeah.
But that's just a timing issue. Not a sickness issue. But yeah. Hello, Bob. Hail, Bob. Yeah, George has to go knock that thing over, whatever it was.
Because screw that thing.
Yeah. I do want a lollipop, Bob. I was kick butt. Bob got a book from Star Trek Adventures that details all of the different Starfleet ships, including my one and only lollipop, my favorite ship. But only because that was the Tamerlan. The Tamerlan was a lollipop. Oh, looks like we went back to you are in charge. There we go. I have made There we go. That's what the Tamerlane looked like.
Wasn't it like a single nacelle?
Mm-hmm. That's why we call them lollipops.
Nice.
Because they look like a lollipop. And so, but they are beloved. So, and I actually got permission from the Franz Joseph estate to use her.
That's cool.
And where did I stick all those things we just worked on? Did I just stick it in here because I'm an idiot? I must have. Oh my god. So the first thing we're going to do is fix this problem. That sounds like a problem that we have to do. So that's a thing. That's all right. Tonight's first job, yep. Street Master never got made into actual streets. Canonize of Wrath of Khan, yes. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a new folder. Let's see, 2023. Oh, you know why he had those rules, though, Bob? He had those rules because of the tech manual. So Franz Joseph put out the tech manual, and when Franz Joseph put out that tech manual, he didn't. There was something in the contract or something that made it so that he owned all the rights, and Roddenberry did not get 50%, but Roddenberry got the normal standard 20% or 10% or something, whatever was the normal standard. And that made Roddenberry mad. And so Roddenberry changed the rules so that all ships had to have, and you'll notice the rules for warp nacelles specifically prohibit only the versions that were in the tech manual, because it says they must be in pairs, they must be able to see each other, and they must be visible from the front. So that pretty much says they must be in pairs, so that rules out the destroyer and the scout. They must be able to see each other, which rules out the tug, and they must be visible from the front, which rules out the dreadnought. So all the rules that were designed by Roddenberry were designed specifically to decanonize the three ships in the tech manual. Now, to keep with canon, what I did with Tamerlan was I invented the doppelganger warp drive. And what the doppelganger warp drive does is it generates a fake second warp nacelle that sits above the ship by using force fields. And so with that, you have a paired warp field so that the field is held stable, even though it's only one warp nacelle. And then I made it a trade-off. The more you used it, the more it burned out that warp nacelle. So in other words, those single nacelle ships burned through their warp nacelles and always had to have them swapped out all the time because they were burning them out, and the entire nacelle had to be replaced. Which happened in Champion comic. They burned out the warp nacelle and had to field replace it. That was my way around canon. So that's the reason why those rules exist, and it totally exists only for the lollipop and the dreadnought and the tug. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we ever show her at warp. Yeah, she's not at warp here. She's on impulse. And she doesn't go back to warp until later. Yeah, here we go. Right, it totally makes a lot of strain in the warp drive. But what it is it's this extra generator on top that makes her generate the extra warp field, the doppelganger warp field, when she's at warp drive, when she's up at warp. Yeah, here's the field refit, though, with the tug bringing in another warp nacelle. So there's the Tamerlan with their burned out warp nacelle. There's the USS Saladin tractoring. And that's the USS Hayashi coming in. Tree, forest, you're right. Yep. Now we can swap this out. Check that out, guys. It almost fits perfectly as it was. Nothing really needs to change. That's awesome. Yep. So now, even from here, the road should be correct. Now we need to put the point of no return line back further, though. Because now it's 1, 2, and it's 3. Whoa, where are we going? Oh, come on, dude. Cyclorama just decided to do the, you know what? I'm going to change stuff. No, don't change stuff. How you doing, Bo? Welcome to Quack. Welcome to the duck pond. Yeah. Welcome to the duck pond. We are doing random things here. I'm working on animation.
And I am doing backgrounds for a print I am working on.
I should swap you because you're up here doing your thing with your thing.
How are you this evening?
I'm having a real problem with this because we have decided to move. Why would you decide to move? Our biggest problem is scale is not holding for the translation of the duration. Why does it now it's decided to go shrink down to here and then oh man. Where is it picking up this scale value? Ugh. It's maddening sometimes dealing with these things. Oh, now it's going to just do this number. It's decided to just. Okay. We are removing this completely. That's fine. I need to get rid of those. Right there. Let's get rid of those. Stop. Nobody moves, yeah? Nobody moves. Okay, good. Let's take a look at it from the default camera. I think the default camera needs to come back further. Because we need to decide that it is 3 lines back. There we go. I just want this to be in a nice background back there so you can see it. Yeah, that's cyclorama back there. I like it. It looks good. Isn't that cyclorama? Should exploit it when possible since I worked so hard on it. Yeah, see, that'll look fine. And it works pretty good, so we'll do that. All right. I think I'll leave the default camera there. No moving, yeah? No moving, good. Now we need to move you back. Your properties is translation. Still on the road. Why is... What does this mean? Why are you doing anything weird? No. Oh, that works like it was supposed to. That totally looks like I meant to do that.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Do what?
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Yes. If you watch this video and you can see, I'm saying that you make a line 3 dots back, if you will, right? So 1, 2, 3, and then you draw the line there in the road. It's hard to see when it's not rendered, but then you, as long as you pass it, when the light turns yellow, you will make it through the intersection before the light turns red. That's the way we're teaching the kids, but I disagree with this, so I'm going to make a second version of this that also involves like you following in your 3-second following distance. So that'll be a thing. Now, all we need to do you're not paying attention to me.
Huh?
George.
Oh.
George came up here onto the ladder to do the pay attention to me. And then I didn't. So now he has jumped down to go over here. So he will jump up onto the desk and come over here. Because he's George and he's single-minded. You see?
He wants love.
He does. He's like alpacas, except less fuzzy. Which is amazing because alpacas are pretty fuzzy.
Yes.
Cats are pretty fuzzy, but alpacas, they are fuzzier. So I will take a George break, clearly. This is a thing we will do. Which is okay because I need to go downstairs and get water in a minute anyway. Oh, what was it? So Alex has come up with the name of my office. My office now has a name, and that name is Threepwood.
What?
And I don't know why I never thought of it before, but my office's name will now be Threepwood. Did I ever tell you about the funny things that happened in life with me? Like,
I don't think so.
Where the school I worked at. So I worked at Sashima Junior High, right? And yeah, it's the sequel to Greenwood. So this house is called Applewood because we have an apple tree, which is supposed to be the sequel to Greenwood. But then we were like, we should have called this house Threepwood because it would have been funny. For those of you who are familiar with the Monkey Island series of games by LucasArts, the main character was named Guybrush Threepwood, right? So it seems funnier that my office would be called Threepwood because that makes sense because I'm Guy, there's my brush, this is Threepwood, you know. So anyway, I belonged to a school in Japan that was Sashima. Sashima is made up of two characters. The first character, and I'm not kidding about this, the first character is Saru, or monkey. The second character is Shima, or island. So I literally went to Monkey Island Junior High. I'm not kidding. It was Guybrush Threepwood and Monkey Island Junior High. That was still that's still my favorite. Just the random things that I love the Monkey Island games. The Monkey Island games were freaking funny as all get out. They were so silly and ridiculous. They were my kind of silly humor. It was just silly and funny, and there was nothing bad about it. There was nothing, like you had to deal with the coconut cannibals, but I think they really only cannibalized from. Okay, so Bob, you've heard that saying too, right? Because I say that to my kids all the time. The Japanese have a saying, even monkeys fall from trees, indicating that even the best of us will have a day, right? So I always say that to my kids, don't get into the belief system that everybody out there on the roads are horrible, terrible people and all jerks and things like that, because that won't serve you. Instead, take every moment that makes you mad and just say, even monkeys fall from trees. Every so often, all of us will make a mistake because we're all human beings. And that's just what happens. It will serve you better in the long run. If you just assume that they just had a moment, this was a human moment, they're a brain fart. They didn't have enough coffee this morning. Whatever's the story. Yeah, because I love that phrase. It is one of my favorite phrases of all time, because if you stick to it, you'll remember that we all make mistakes. Everybody does. And it's probably more likely that somebody has made an error instead of somebody intentionally tried to make you mad. You know what I mean? Like, it is much more likely that they made just a stupid error. And so the odds are far, far, far better. You really are a pretty kitty, though. You are a pretty kitty. There you are. Now I'm scritching you and putting all your hair in order. Oh.
Look, at the end of the day, even we artists put on our pants like everybody else.
Both legs at the same time.
And 4 feet in the air, screaming like a howler monkey.
And then I fall over forward, just like I always do every time, hit my head on my table, just like I do every time, and then have a vision about how my comics need to be written. This is exactly how comics are created. I thought everybody knew this.
Yeah. I mean, it's the secret to success.
Exactly.
And Flan.
It's how we survive, man. I ordered a cable from Amazon, and it got here this morning, and the cable has fixed a problem I had. I have these really nice lavalier microphones. Oh, Saru? Yeah, because he's a monkey. I wonder if they do call him Mr. Monkey. I know his name is written in katakana, which would instantly tell any Japanese person it's a foreign word, and therefore you shouldn't try to interpret it as a Japanese word. Which exactly pans out, because you just said that, and Bob, I had no idea what you were talking about for a minute there. I really had to think it through, even though I literally just said Saru. But Saru brings up a kanji in my head. That the kanji for Saru, right? It brings up a kanji in my head. So, whereas Saru from Discovery does not bring up a kanji in my head. And therefore, I didn't even think about it until you said something. Yeah, but I would never have thought of it. And especially since the Japanese don't have a loaded Monkey is not loaded in Japanese like it is in our language. Usually if you say somebody's a monkey, you're either being sardonic or, you're being rude in some way. All right, 3D models. We're going to replace this one with no stop. Yep. Because this version now needs to switch. Now we will switch the way car A works so that he is not here during this time, which just means putting him further back. Yeah, I did completely agree with you. I didn't even think about it. It didn't even occur to me. That's funny. Monkeys are always important to Japanese legends. And there we go. And now we will show that the car is not anywhere near. Crank. The car is not near the point of no return when the light turns to yellow. See? Light's green, light's yellow. And now you've crossed the point of no return. So we'll give them their quarter of a second to think about it, because we just talked about how it takes 3/4 of a second for you to do the thing where you realize that something's happening. And then I will mark their point. So 3/4 of a second would be 20 frames, 25 frames down. So 30 frames divided by, what's 30 divided by 4? It's 15/7, so 8. 8/16.
No, 8 would be 32.
Right, but you can't get it split. You can't split a frame. So I'm just going to either 7 or 8. We have to choose one.
7 would be 28.
Yeah, but it's running at 30 frames. So, yeah, because you can't split a frame.
So 8 would be closer.
So, yeah, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 frames in, right? 23 frames. So you see the light turning yellow here at frame 91 plus 23. I hate the fact that there's so much math and animation. I knew it was 4. Okay, Duck Pond, 91 plus 23, for crying out loud. Somebody who's got a calculator up faster than me. 101 is 10. 111 is 20. 12. 112. That works. 112. 112 is when they will start slowing the thing down. All right, now we're going to do the thing. We rock it forward. So, perfect. Works for me. I'm okay, although we need to, because he's coming in hot, but he shouldn't slow down till here. And I think we've already got you guys sort of need to be copied, brought to here, and pasted. Oh, whoa, whoa, where'd everything go? How did we lose everything? That's all. That was weird. All right. I don't know what that was about, but I'll just accept it. Oh no, it's the wrong car.
And it was at this point that Guy knew he fucked up.
Yeah. Now we have to think about whether we want to put the other car in or not. Because this car has no brake lights. Yep. It's not going to get any better by me standing here and looking at it. All right. You all the way back here. Click here to drive car. Click.
I see you want to drive a car.
Yeah. And we'll just follow the ghost. Which is good because actually here's where the stop needs to be. Right here. And really we need to put you all the way up here so that your nose is right up on the actual stop bar. Since it's a stop bar, since we have a stop bar, get out and get your stop drink.
You've been wanting to use that for a while, aren't you?
I use it every time for weeks on end. The kids think I'm just stupid, but that's okay. I really don't care. It is not, in fact, critical to me. I am perfectly content if my kids just shake their heads. So that works. And he sees the light turn yellow. There we go. And now what I'll do is go here and go you, yep. And go here and say you. And now that brake light's on. And say you. Going over here and say you. Come here and say you. And that brake light's on. Now the brakes are applied. And we will now take the body of the vehicle and we'll roll it forward. And that should read perfectly fine. Yep. That reads perfect. Save it before you screw it up. And actually, oddly, replacing the start bars only happen after 5 p.m. Before that, you're just drinking early, man. Just saying. All right. I'm going to select this tree. I'm going to select that tree so cool. There's the start bar. This turn yellow. There you go. See how it works. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right. That one's ready to render, but I'm not going to render it during the show because it would take forever. I thought you were going to sneeze. All right. One thing we do know for a fact that works is that, provided the cyclorama doesn't get weird on me, which, you know, hey, we're into this weird thing. Increase its scale so that it's outside of this zone by quite a ways. I guess I kind of like it here-ish. All right, time for me to go get water. I'll be right back.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. I'm being left unsupervised. So how is everyone this evening? Hey, Guy.
Yeah.
I think you'll like this.
Oh, me. But people, why? Why is that on the side of that building? Oh my God. If you're
Because I have to reference that building in Denver.
So, Cayen and I are coming out of the the Dink. It was Dink, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was coming out. We were coming out, and that was at the McNichols building downtown. And right across the street is one of the federal buildings, and it says, "What is the city? But people." I couldn't stop. It was so funny. But people. No, my inner 12-year-old was just, that was a field day.
And since then, I have always wanted to have that on the side of a random building. And just have it be there and not give any explanation for it. Just, it's there for you to deal with.
Oh, man. That cracks me up. No, Soylent Green is normal people. This is butt people.
It's a very gassy concept.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to make Guy giggle for like an hour,
Butt people. Legit, it works.
reference that particular building, and you will.
The thing that's so funny about it is not just butt people, which was funny, but the fact that you and I had worked so long that day. And
Yeah.
we were just, it was like, that's all we could deal with. That was it. We were gone. You and I were done.
I was on the side of this random building in downtown Denver, and it's like, what are you talking about? What is going on? Why are you talking about butt people?
Oddly, only car A is going to have to stop. Actually, somewhat amazed that car A does not actually have to do anything specific here. But people just tooting along their merry way.
But I figure if anybody here appreciates that on a building, it'd be you, Guy.
I can't help but chuckle. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? But people. Oh, man. You really stunk at it. Yep. All right. I think I've updated this to the correct roads now, which is useful. Question really is, though, if I were to tap the render side, what would it look like? That doesn't look bad. We should probably extend those roads out, but yeah. Oh, we should also probably fix the underlying. Yeah. No. It always selects the wrong thing. What thing did you want to select? Because we're not going to select that. We'll select the wrong thing. What? Oh, that's even better. Good job. Stop moving. Oh, God. It has done the thing.
The thing?
Yeah, where I have added something and it has now decided that there's no undo for that one thing you just did. You can undo everything else you've just did, this entire animation all the way back to the beginning, but the mistake you have made will not be undoable.
Thank you. That's so helpful.
I know. It does this to me every so often. It's just like, I don't know what to do about this, so we're not gonna.
Unacceptable!
Right. So I'm gonna have to figure out where it decided to wander off.
It's a X translate and Y. Where is it going? Here? Here. There. It's not hard to fix. It's just that you have to go find it. You know?
No, it's just a pain in the butt.
Yep. It just made things complicated for zero reasons. I'm also probably have to go do this with a cyclorama as well. That's generally what happens. As soon as we do the cyclorama, it's going to be like, huh? What am I supposed to do that again? I don't know right now. We saved. We just didn't save before this one mistake. It was programmed by a butt person who took it. I'm not going to stop giggling to butt person. I am so internally 12. It's just the nature of things. None of this is really critically bad damage to this ever. It's just irritating usually whenever it plays that game. It's like, really? You have to do it that way?
Yeah.
I guess you can... I don't know, Bob. Whatever it is, though. Oh, I am so 13. I swear to God. So, there we go. Thanks, you're helpful.
Wow, that actually... Look at that. You're
going to have to double line her double liner out though.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and fade out the background elements just ever so slightly to
Yep.
bring her forward.
You can also outline her in white, and then I'll pop her.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be in full color, so.
Oh, that won't matter. Yep, you're right. You are right.
Because, like, right now, I have her filled with white to kind of make her stand out from the background a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to color the background's going to be a much different color from her. And it's going to be slightly faded.
Makes sense.
But I think this looks really good.
I like it. It's solid.
Look, Bob, in this chat, no one is above the age of 15.
Right? Part of my problem is my stop bars are missing. Nobody's drunk. No, man. All right, time to save. Looks like the animation's solid here. Save it up again. Because Daz Studio sometimes just gets its wires crossed on the animation, I don't like to save until after I've seen the animation hold, because I have in the past saved the document after Daz had scrambled up the animation really good and then had to go back and literally reanimate the whole thing because I saved over it. I overwrote it. So there is a method to my madness when I'm dealing with Daz. I only save after I've confirmed the animation rolls and confirmed that Daz didn't do what it just like the little weird thing that it just did just now where the one thing moved and I tried to undo it and it kept that one thing and it kept the one thing that was animated. Even though I undid it, I hit Control Z and the animation that was put in there stayed. And instead, it undid some other aspect that had changed. Because there's a couple of little glitchy things. In the end, I think that it's going to serve me better to learn how to animate in Blender, is what I think is going to happen. Because I feel like that's probably my better move. So we will do that. So 2 is reanimated. We don't even have gaps in traffic yet. I feel like there's no time like the present to do that one, huh? We have the roads for it.
We have the technology.
We can make the first bionic man. Okay.
We can build them better, faster, stronger, more English.
Yeah. Okay. Now what we need is what we just... Well, crap, we need to build something different. It's not a problem. We just need to build something different. We need this mixed with this. It's not a hotkey; it's a bug. I mean, it's a known issue. The problem I have, one of the problems we always have with DAS, is there are a lot of known issues that nobody's fixed in a long time. So it just stays a known issue, which is kind of obnoxious. But you know, it is the way it is. Oh man, that even looks cool. Right? Undocumented features. I need to get rid of these guys though. As of course, there's never this sort of thing going on in the middle here. Yeah, we forgot something though. Because they need to be stopped at crosswalks whenever possible so that we can make sure we cover that. No reason for us to not have crosswalks. But this street, this street is a two-way stop
Filled with butt people.
filled with butt people. All right. Now we can make this that. You. All right. Why is the spectator color anything ever? It's rose, dudes.
God, it's 11:38 already.
Yep. Cranking through this. All right. So this is the when you make a left turn, you must make sure that when you're crossing the street, you have to make sure you cross more than you look both ways. You want to make sure you're looking down the street quite a ways. Don't jump out in front of people and kill yourself. You know. So. Make sure there aren't any butt people trying to cross. Nothing worse than those butt people. Man.
It's such a gassy situation.
Such a gassy situation. I love butt people and I cannot lie.
You are the brothers can't deny.
Oh my god. This is awesome. This is a whole lot of awesome. Whole lot of stupid, but I love it. Every last bit of this is stupid, but I love it. Man, I gotta admit, when you are this little teeny dude, now he's a little scary. Him at his stop sign. We're going to put a stop sign in. Put a stop sign in.
And you know, Guy, I am the only one that would reference that without any hesitation.
I know. It was a beautiful thing.
But since then, no one ever talks about building.
It is a
It's
true.
like they put it out of their mind. It's like they see it, go, what a stupid saying, and walk on with their lives without thinking about it again. And you and I are still laughing about it years later.
Oh man, this is a great thing.
Because we are eternally children.
Butt officer. Ah, man. If you don't stay young, what's the point?
Officer, I
No.
hit the horn. I gave it some gas, but accidentally hit the horn.
I didn't mean to toot. I promise.
Don't worry, son. It's because you're a butt person.
Right? You know, you need to put them on the right side of the road. Correct side of the road, people. And a long way down there. I may want to change lenses on this camera here. Oh my god, that's a long ass way. Can't see anything because of the distance of things now. It's funny because this.
But if you were a butt person, you could see everything.
I could see everything because butt people are that way. They're special.
God. People are going to go in here and go, what are they like laughing and giggling about for the last hour?
Airing their grievances, among other things. Okay, now we need to
Shooting their own horns.
And the question really boils down to
butt person or to not butt person? That is the
or
question.
not butt person. It's going to be hard to see going down the road there if it's at 154 millimeters. Let's see if we try that. Like, it's not a realistic setup. Like, that's probably better. I'm having way too much fun with this, though. I mean, in general, this is so much fun. Can't forget the cyclorama. Don't mess with that. That's not the one you want. You want X, Y, translate. Translate. There we go. That way, when we're here, you get little trees behind them. Look at that. Little trees. They're so cool. Happy little trees. Coming from town, or are they coming from the mountains? They're coming from the mountains. There we go. like that. Aw. I mean, actually, kind of looks sort of like a cartoonish version of a Colorado scene. It works really well. Strangely, it works much better than I would have expected it to.
Ah.
This one we're going to save as scene. This is DS3. There's the traffic. We're going to need a lot of little cars out here for this guy. DS9, yeah, right? Bad things happen at that point. Cardassians. Then you have to keep up with them, though. Glory to you and your buns.
And your buns?
And your buns. You butt people. Well, you're so not right. I'm just saying. We should put some trees in. There should be some trees. I like trees. Not in the middle of the street, though. Does not end as well as we wanted to. There we go. Yeah, see? A tree. And now we will save. We'll work on the rest of this animation tomorrow, and then finish this guy off. Because it is 11:52. But you can see all the blocks, yeah. Yeah, you can see your 2 blocks down. So there's this great movie we show called The Final Factor, and it's one of those 70s movies which cracks me up that you just said that, because it's exactly one of those. You know, it's Joe Smith is driving along when he didn't realize that, in front of him was Barbara McCoy. Barbara McCoy is a little nervous when she drives her brand new Oldsmobile 1975 Oldsmobile. It's just like, oh man. Billy!
No, God, no!
We have all these inside stories, all these drawings. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. Plus, they watch this, which is eternally on YouTube, so somebody will ultimately know. I mean, really.
Yeah, but will they care?
No. Oh, hey, I won't be here tomorrow morning. I should tell you guys this.
That could be handy.
Yeah. I have to go all the way down to the Highlands Ranch location and be there at 9 a.m. to film footage to continue the project that I was working on Saturday. So I will not be here. Kind of wish that they would pay me for my inevitable time that I'm going to spend on C470 waiting in traffic. Just saying. It's a hang up. Just like Billy. Oh.
No, Billy. God, no. They ate them all up. Poor little Timmy lost him to the cone zone.
Well, they were reacting pretty badly to him initially. It's funny that the second part of that was to put that Ron decided to go to the next scene where they're all talking about what they're going to do next, as opposed to the scene before it where they all were like, Billy, That's what's particularly funny. So you're right. It ends up being they're all standing around going, well, you want some lemonade? Yeah, I'll take some lemonade. Sounds great. Kind of sucks being Billy, huh? Yep.
Yeah, but we don't care about that guy. Screw him.
Some kid hanging up there eaten by a spider. Sucks to be him. Yep. How about them Broncos? Pretty good.
How about them sports team?
Yep, the chapter before was Billy, don't be stupid. Oh, Billy, you're stupid.
Yeah, I may have legitimately gone through all of my drive safe shirts. I have like 5 of them, but I've been doing so much work for drive safe and being in so many meetings that I think they're all now in the dirty laundry. Which means tomorrow I'm going to have to wear just a normal shirt. It's not a problem. There's no issue with that. I mean, that's still considered in uniform, but I like to wear drive safe shirts when I'm doing work for the company. And so I'm like, all my shirts are, and I've washed everything in my laundry too, which is even funnier. All right. I am now punched out.
Okay, so what do you think of this scene?
Just a second here. Oh, it looks good so far. I really like it. Sometimes you stomp the spiders. Sometimes the spiders stomp you.
I'm back.
Oh. So remember, guys, I won't be here tomorrow, just so that tomorrow morning. I'll be here tomorrow night, but I won't be here tomorrow morning for the morning show because I got to go all the way to the other side of town. I'll see you guys then tomorrow night, as usual. And then we'll continue working on these animations. This is going to be the week where I worked a lot for DriveSafe. They're going to I'll have a lot of paper, or I'll have a lot of the paper money thing that people trade around for stuff. It is funny, though, as a side note, I am not very well motivated by money. We've known this for a long time, but I've noticed that I was actually kind of bummed to not go to the Fort Collins meeting where I would have gotten kudos for the drawing that I'm not getting paid for. But because of the fact that I had to do the job because it was paying me, I was actually somewhat annoyed that on Saturday I ended up going and getting paid instead of going to the meeting where I would have gotten kudos. And I'm like, my priorities are so screwed up. But I don't operate very much on money. I operate more on things like that. So for spiders, luckily I'm not arachnophobic. If those were big bugs, though, we'd have issues. We definitely have issues. Unlike Billy, who did not look up for the spiders overhead. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you later, Cayen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us, Bob. Appreciate it. We did have a couple of other people here. We did for a little bit. We had
like
Brent,
Bulldog.
And we had Bulldog here for a bit. That was cool. For one post and stuff. And then that's pretty much what we had tonight, though. And I don't know whether you'll run the stream tomorrow. Check in to see whether Cayen's going to run a stream or not. He may.
Probably not in the morning, but definitely in the evening.
Yeah, I'll be back in the evening, so that'll be fine. So good night, everybody. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Bye-bye.
Ah!